MAGA figureheads and pro-Trump activists are vowing to excommunicate Republicans who vigorously oppose the doomed effort to keep President Donald Trump in power. The threats have played out in recent days with Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who was once seen as a possible ally in Trump's efforts to overturn President-elect Joe Biden's win in the swing state. But Raffensperger has consistently refused to validate Trump's baseless voter fraud claims, and on Saturday, he bluntly told the president the rigged election theories were simply wrong. After a recording of the Saturday call leaked to the press, the MAGA world erupted with incandescent rage. A national security threat, proclaimed Charlie Kirk, MAGA youth leader and Turning Point USA co-founder. Brad Raffensperger should immediately be investigated. In the coming days, that MAGA revenge complex could target everyone from low-level members of Congress to Vice President Mike Pence, as Congress meets on Jan. 6 to formally certify Biden's victory. Republicans, Trump warned on Twitter, never forget. Speaking to lawmakers who have said they will not oppose Biden's certification. And Trump allies are plotting to fund potential pro-MAGA primary challengers to oust those disloyal Republicans. "We'll put some money behind trying to oust these Republicans," said Alex Bruesewitz, one of the organizers of Stop the Steal, an organization linked to high-profile MAGA personalities that is helping organize a major Jan. 6 pro-Trump rally in Washington. The swift move to vengeance offers a preview of how Trump and his MAGA community plan to reshape the GOP in the coming months, creating Trump loyalty tests for Republicans, then working to evict anyone who doesn't fall in line. The goal is to identify those who are most worthy of inheriting the MAGA base with Trump out of office. But the result may be that no one except Trump can rally the MAGA coalition. I think that Trump and his supporters in the base, or his supporters in the Republican Party, are going to continue to be a big part of the party for the foreseeable future, including in 2022, said Alex Conant, a GOP political consultant and the former communications director for Sen. Marco Rubio's 2016 presidential campaign. Most congressmen don't wake up in the morning worried about their general election. They worry about their primary. At the moment, Trump is focused on eviscerating Raffensperger, who has rebuffed Trump's attempts to subvert the Georgia election results, and so, too, is his base. While Trump's allies launched a normal fusillade of personal attacks against Raffensperger, former House Speaker and Trump ally Newt Gingrich called him anti-Republican, they also called for criminal charges. Some suggested it had been illegal for the call to be recorded, even though Georgia law only requires one party in a conversation to consent to an audio recording. Others went further. "Traitors in our midst," tweeted Chanel Ryan, White House correspondent at the pro-Trump outlet OAN, along with the hashtag #investigate Raffensperger. Next, MAGA attention will focus on Capitol Hill, where Congress will meet on Jan. 6 in a joint session to formally certify November's presidential election. Pence will oversee the proceedings as vice president. Historically, the gathering is an afterthought, a non-controversial rubber stamp on an already settled outcome. But in the Trump era, the president, scores of Republicans and throngs of his supporters are insisting that lawmakers should refuse to sign off on the results, incorrectly arguing that the election was rigged. Trump-supporting entities are trying to concoct novel constitutional powers that Pence could wield at the last minute from his largely ministerial perch, which mostly involves opening the envelopes with each state's electoral college votes, and then handing them to a secretary for recording. Alexander Macris, a video game writer who became known for his role in Gamergate, the online harassment campaign targeting women, suggested in a viral essay that Pence could reinterpret the 1877 Electoral Count Act in a way that would allow him to simply not count the votes. Edward Foley, the director of the Election Law Project at Ohio State University, flatly rejected the interpretation. "I mean, it was raised in the 19th century, but it's never been accepted in the sense that the Supreme Court's never adopted it. It's never even prevailed at Congress."